Hello guys, welcome to MKX Mobile. I got a few things to show you that will blow your mind, because it did blow mine. We're gonna cover a few topics. Let's start with the White Lotus Tower. And you might be saying, why are we talking about White Lotus Tower? It just ended. Well, I guess not. So this is basically the intercepted server response from MKX Mobile, which shows all the recent events that just ended, the ones that are currently active, and the ones that are upcoming, that were scheduled pretty much to come to the game by MKX Mobile developers. And here we can see the previous tower, the White Lotus Tower that ended at February 6th. Then we have the Liquid Tower, or Winter Tower as it's called, that started February 9 and ends March 29. That is all old news. There is one thing that is new, is that it's been just updated a few days ago, and it's White Lotus Tower once again. That is going to come at March 10, and it's going to end at March 28, one day before the Liquid Tower. So they all going to end before the next update, I'm assuming. And this tower is going to be 2 weeks. And first of all, why Liquid Tower again? I mean, why Lotus Tower again? We literally just had it. There were so many other towers they could have brought back, so many older towers that people would love to get some gear back from. We can speculate on that. That is not important, but trust me, what I'm about to show you is going to blow your mind. So look at how, for example, in Liquid Tower and in any other tower we've had so far, we have these numbers. Energy refresh limit, that is set to 2. And energy refresh interval count, which is set to 12. So this basically means that every 12 hours we can refresh tower twice, spending 50 souls. It's literally here. So twice every 12 hours we can spend 50 souls to refresh the tower. Now if you look at the tower that is coming, the interval hours is 24. And energy refresh limit is 8, which means every 24 hours we'll be able to refresh tower 8 times with souls. 8. Now, we still have 5 attempts. So, let's talk about it. On one hand, is a good thing, because we get basically we can do more battles per day, because 8 multiplied by 5, okay, 9, because you get 5 initial tries. 8 refreshes plus 5 initial tries is 9. 9 by 5 is 45. Before we had 30, now we get 45. So we have increased number of battles per day, but, and there's a huge but, only 5 of them are going to be free now, and unlike 10 before. So before, if you didn't want to spend any souls, you could do 10 battles every day in a tower. Now it's going to be 5. But you can buy more with souls. So basically, it looks like it's a shift towards souls, which is probably good for people who spend souls and refreshes anyway, but we are losing 5 free tries a day. Now the question is this going to be a new norm? Is this a new system that's going to be implemented from now on in the future for every single tower that is coming? Or is it going to be just for this tower? Maybe they want to test out the waters to see if people are going to participate more or less. Like, are people going to like this new system, or people going to hate this new system? It's totally possible that they're using this tower, like completely random, out of nowhere tower that is not like a new tower or anything, just to test this out. So what is your opinion? Is it a good idea or is it a bad idea? On one hand, if you're spending your souls, you're going to be able to fight extra 15 fights every day, which means if you are spending souls, you will be able to complete tower more times. However, if you're not spending souls, you will be able to complete only half as many battles as you could before. So in 2 weeks, if we only get 5 battles a day for free, if you're not planning to refresh, you're not even going to be able to reach battle 100. If you are refreshing, though, in 2 weeks, you can actually beat the tower 6 times. Am I counting this right? 45 multiplied by 14, 630. Okay, I am dumb. Sorry, 3 times. 3 times, and you will have 30 tries for to basically spend on some tough boss battles or some battles that you lose for. So 3 times is pretty reasonable. You'll be able to complete the tower. Before, you would be able only complete it 2 times. So it's a huge increase. But you will also have to spend much more souls. So I'm kind of torn here. On one hand, it's a good change. On the other hand, it's a big spin in the face to all the free-to-play players, so players who are not spending souls on towers. To be fair, towers is probably the most efficient way to spend souls. The amount of stuff you get from losing or winning or completing the towers, like, if you can beat the tower, there's no reason not to spend maximum amount of souls on refreshes, because the stuff that you get is usually much better than anything you can get spending those souls on packs. But if you are a beginner and you can't really beat tower, and you just farming losses, you just got 5 less losses a day you can farm. I don't know, this is a tough one. I think overall it might be a bad change, and I really hope it doesn't stick. I think they should increase the number of battles, but not at expense of losing free battles. I feel the perfect way to do this would be still keep it twice a day, but give us 1 free refresh. Keep the same system, but give us 1 free refresh, or reduce the cost of refresh to maybe 30 souls. Something needs to be changed, because right now it doesn't seem fair. It seems like we're just losing refreshes. I don't know. I guess we're gonna see how it plays out, but I'm not super ecstatic about this change. Tell me in the comments, what do you think? And now let's move to the next thing I wanted to talk about, and it's Man's Faction Wars competition. So basically, we got Survivor Mode competition by Mand. I'm gonna link his video that explains in detail and has all the details about the competition and how to apply. I'm just gonna give you a quick rundown. So there's three levels pretty much: Whale, Free to Play, and Beginner. Whales are only so basically you need to do the fastest Elder Tower run in survival. And for Whale stage, all gears and all diamonds go. Literally use anything you want. The prize is podcast with Mayant and other MK Mobile YouTubers. The second, the free-to-play, same thing. You are only allowed to use basically any gear except tower gear, so no tower gear is allowed. But only green tower gear is allowed. So basically all the gear except rare and epic tower pieces. Any diamonds are allowed as well. And you are allowed 1 opponent reroll per run. And the price for the first place is going to be $50 Steam gift card. Beginner, third stage, same thing, just you're only allowed to use you're allowed to use the same gear, all gear except tower, rare, and epic pieces. But you can only use diamonds below Fusion 5. And also 1 opponent reroll. And the price is the same, $50 worth of Steam gift cards. So, yeah, again, all the rules, all the details are going to be, I'm going to link his video in the description. It sounds like a cool challenge. Honestly, I think the beginner's one is going to be the hardest one, not because it's hard to beat Elder Tower with Fusion 5 cards. It's because it's hard, like, for example, you have the perfect team to beat the survival tower, but one of the characters, let's say, is Fusion 6. And that's it, you cannot use your team. It's going to be hard to find an account that's going to have the perfect team exactly at Fusion 5, because anything less, you're going to have huge disadvantage for speed. Anything more and you're disqualified. So I feel like beginner is not going to get many entries at all. But I think free-to-play and Whales one, like when you can use any diamonds whatsoever, and you are not allowed to use any tower gear. I also feel like the free-to-play is probably, like, it's the same as whales. Like, yeah, you cannot use epic and rare pieces, but, like, you can still use maxed out diamonds with some really powerful gear that is not tower gear. So I feel like free-to-play and whales is going to be the most competitive one. I don't know yet if I'm going to participate. I'm going to think about it. Honestly, if I wanted to do it on my main account, I will crash many times before I can get this whole run done, and I'm probably not going to be able to win anyway, because, as you know, I'm a funny guy. I make entertaining videos. As many people pointed out, I'm not that good at this game, and I'm not trying to pretend that I am. So I don't go for speed. I don't go for competitive in this game. I'm just playing and having fun and sharing my fun with you. That's what we do on this channel. And sometimes I can give a pretty good tip. Here's a tip for you. Click subscribe button. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Tell me your thoughts in the comments. I still can't get over this change in the tower. Like, what the hell? Why? Why would they do this? Anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you, members of the Patreons. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.